Welcome to T.R.A.A.P, Trap TV and Soul Culture Productions. Today we got a special episode for you, like I'm always coming with, Before we get into the show, I want to show y'all something. Because I'm Googleable. That means you put my name into Google and I pop up in the labo. So let's just give it a shot. I'm on Google right now. I'm going to put in T.R.A.A.P, T.R.A.A.P, and Soul Culture. Trap and Soul Culture, okay. That's all I'm putting in. On Google, right? Look at this. Okay, so I come up on Instagram. And you can do the research for yourself, bitch. I come up on motherfucking YouTube. I come up on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook too, but I guess my Facebook ain't pop up. I'm on Google Images, bitch. That's my mixtape. I did drop a mixtape like a year ago, my first project. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I want to get in something more important, a serious note. But on a serious note, I want to dive into the black community a little bit, talk about entrepreneurship. Because what I start to notice in the black community is we're superheroes. You did. And what I mean by that is we have so many different ways of being amazing. From basketball to art, to smart thinking, street thinking, athletics, to creation, all types of stuff. But being able to turn that into a business, especially if you are from the streets, just seeing how in that street world, black people can make a community off drugs. And not shining a light off that, but just understanding whatever we have, we gonna make the best out of it. So with that being said, I'm here to promote that. I'm here to show the future that there's different ways of being an entrepreneur. There's different ways of getting on that path. There's different ways of getting started. But before you get started on something, you gotta know about something, right? Right. When I do these videos, I don't just press play and then record. A nigga's doing his research to make sure the information I'm passing off to you and to any future generations that are watching. So look, this video is about what to know before starting an LLC or a business. I just want to say God is good and we shall continue to succeed in every aspect of life. You feel me? So through financial and soul education. Before we get started though, I just want to tell y'all to drink y'all water, at least a bottle a day. So today we're going to dive into some information and discuss what I think you should know and ask yourself before opening a business and starting an LLC. The first thing you should be asking yourself is, why do you want to open up a business in the first place? Why? What's motivating you to get this started? There's not a lot of hours in a day to accomplish all the things you want to do as an entrepreneur. It does get lonely, especially when you're trying to make sure you're achieving all your tasks and goals. Another thing you should know, entrepreneurs should know, is if you're not fueled by passion on the journey, then the job can become way much harder. It can often get stressful trying to start a business. So you're gonna wanna understand the amount of work it takes to get started and the amount of work it takes to stay on the right path. Understand that there's no entitlements. Nobody owes you shit. Being a small business owner requires a lot of work. A study shows that 40% of small business owners said they don't take vacations and they have their money tied up in the business. 95% of businesses will not make money when they first open, and a large proportion of businesses will not make money in their first couple of years. Who ain't making no money? Not I, not us, but I just do want to say that though because some business don't start right away. So here's some business mistakes entrepreneurs make first getting started. It hit different out of straw, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Not having a business plan that forecasts your goals and benchmarks or what your business was about. Want to make sure you have a good business plan. Don't do what you love, do what you're good at, and people will pay you for it. Do what you're good at, not what you love. So another reason you could fail is you're not doing any research on the market you want to get into, or you're not testing and sampling your own products to make sure the quality is good. If you selling weed, it's none of my business. Just make sure you testing your products. You feel me? So another way entrepreneurs can fail is ignoring your competitors and not understanding how people in the same market are moving or operating. If you got one block and there's 20 motherfuckers on there selling weed and you want to be the 21st motherfucker, that means A, you not understanding the market and you not understanding how your competitors is moving. Now, you can do the research on what type of product these the other weed dealers have on the block and be like, I want the highest grade of weed. But then again, you got to understand there's different markets, there's different blocks. But you would never understand that if you just think, oh, I got this good weed. You got to understand what your competitors is selling. What if they got good weed too? You got to go and get the best. So it's so many different ways on understanding the competition out here. It's not just trying to understand who you're selling to. Understand how to outsell other people. Another way entrepreneurs fail is take your strengths and weaknesses into effect when choosing what type of business you want to open. That's why I dropped those self-awareness videos, so you can know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Because a lot of y'all don't even know that. A lot of y'all know y'all be in y'all feelings, don't know how to fix it, but a lot of y'all don't even know what y'all strengths is and what's the good parts about you. Or don't focus on the good parts about you and focus too more on the weaknesses, which isn't good for a business. If your new business is going to be successful, you need to know what you're selling and craft your unique selling proposition accordingly. Say you selling makeup. There was this one lady, she was I forgot what her name was, but she was selling makeup. Her selling proposition was, I'm not selling makeup to, ugly women. I'm selling makeup to women who are beautiful and want to let the world know it all the time. So don't be like, oh, this is for ugly bitches. No, it's for the pretty bitches who want to look more pretty. And yeah, there's just an example of your proposition when you're selling your stuff is very important. That one line on what your company is about is very important. Make sure you and your family have enough money to live on while you're maintaining the business. Make sure you have enough saved to be able to take care of the business and take care of the family and their needs. Pretty self-explanatory. Market your business before you open it. Spend money on your marketing budget and don't be cheap about it. That's a very important part of the business, marketing. That's not you posting your stuff on your social media. It's you going above and beyond and being able to get in contact with some of these social media sites and being able to put ads up. Your business needs to be able to be found by and promoted to the ever-increasing number of people who use the web to find products and services they want. A lot of people's business can fail because, say, they started a merchandise line and they're just selling shirts out the back of their trunk. Or Loose Coochie Lucy, she's selling her eyelashes, out her car. You know what I'm saying? No. Get online, get on Facebook. There's so many different ways to sell your eyelashes. I can go to 73rd, go get me Loose Coochie Lucy. She probably out there today. But then there's OnlyFans. There's some females who was like, nah, I'm not going to be on the block, put my life in danger. I'm finna get on this OnlyFans online. You can't do everything by yourself. Running a small business requires so many tasks that one person can't do by himself. I'm a single child. I like to do a lot of stuff by myself. I can't. I like to. I get mad when I can't, but I can only do as much as I can do. And sometimes I won't overwhelm myself with trying to do stuff that I know I could do, but I just can't. So I try to just take my time with it, make sure I can get somebody that can help. Boom, just like that. What type of person are you? When you're doing this business, you got to understand what type of person you are. Are you a hardworking person or are you a lazy person? Do you have values and principles that you stand on, let alone values and principles that your business can stand on? And that's important too. I was watching these entrepreneurs, they were talking about your business has to stand for something. For example, Steve Jobs' statement that his business stood on was making sure all homes have computers in them. At a time back in the day when a lot of people didn't have computers in their house because there was really no need. It was those lame ass games on the computer and you could go on internet on your phone, but really not a lot of people had computers in their houses compared to nowadays murafuka. Personality traits. So a successful entrepreneur stays disciplined and is focused on the business and the goals. These are personality traits that you want to make sure you have if you want to become an entrepreneur, a successful one. An entrepreneur needs a high level of confidence because in order to achieve it, you must believe you're worthy of it. An entrepreneur can never forget to keep an open mind. You must be flexible and understand that in a world of business, everything is an opportunity. Most successful entrepreneurs in the world are brave, and you will find that all of them took risks to get where they're at. To be the best at the job, you must simply know you can do it better than others. When it comes to the rap game, bro, y'all gotta understand, bro. It's political, it's difficult trying to do all these different things. The only reason I still pursue that is because I'm the fucking GOAT. I'm the fucking GOAT. You need determination. If you're gonna bring your business to the next level, you must see failure as an opportunity for success. Ain't no giving up. You must be creative enough to make connections between situations and events that appear unrelated. Just be creative. You gotta be creative as an entrepreneur, but in the music, You'll be able to elevate yourself if you can bring a random experience that you had. Like I was eating peanut butter jelly and I had a magical experience. I was in my drawers, walking around the house butt naked, eating peanut butter and jelly. Trying to make her have jelly. Where that jelly at? An entrepreneur has a good work ethic and will make an example for others and make sure that the outcome is visible at all times. An entrepreneur has to have people skills. If you want the business to grow, you should have strong communication skills. Communication skills in the real world is skills that are universal, that help you in anything. So make sure if you got the time, make sure you learn how to communicate better. Passion is a major key for an entrepreneur. If you want your work to make money, you gotta love it, baby. And them strippers, they making money because they love shaking that ass. And I love throwing that cash. Come on, bro. Y'all think I'm playing, bro? Look, man, passion. I come up in the strip club, I'm like, hey, you trying to shake that ass? I'm trying to throw this cash. I know I play around a lot, but if you are trying to open up your own business, this is a good video to pay attention to. So all my strippers, you want to throw that ass? I'm going to throw this cash.